What if the real reason you feel exhausted, brain fog, and completely unlike yourself has nothing to do with perimenopause? Welcome, I am Dr. Rosemary Rutecki, and what I'm about to reveal to you is going to shock you because I am going to prove that everything that you have been told about your symptoms is wrong. And the real cause has been hidden in plain sight this entire time. You have been battling with crushing fatigue that hits you like a wall every afternoon, brain fog so thick you forget words mid-sentence, weight that clings into your body no matter what you do, or mood swings that make you feel like a stranger in your own skin. I need you to stop for a moment and ask yourself this question. What if the real reason you feel exhausted, brain fog, and completely unlike yourself has nothing to do with perimenopause? What if everything you have been told about declining hormones and just getting older is completely wrong? I know that might sound impossible right now, especially if you have spent thousands of dollars on doctors who have dismissed your symptoms or handed you a prescription that don't work. But I'm going to prove you over the next 50 minutes that not only you can feel like yourself again, better than you have been in years, but it's exactly what's happened for hundreds of my clients. And the solution has nothing to do with prescription medication, elimination diets, or learning to manage your stress better. What I'm about to show you is going to make everything about your health finally make sense. Right now, as you're sitting here listening to me, your body is committing an act of biological theft. It's actively stealing your feel good hormones, the ones that make you feel energetic, clear headed, and emotionally balanced, and it's converting them into stress hormones instead. This isn't happening occasionally when you're stressed. This is happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you have absolutely no idea it's going on. This hidden theft explains every single symptom you are experiencing: your crushing fatigue, your brain fog, your weight gain, your mood swings, your sleep problems. They're all connected to this one biological process that has been sabotaging you from the inside out. And here's the most infuriating part: not one doctor you have ever seen has ever told you this is happening. They have been trying to replace the hormones that are missing without ever asking the most important question: where are those hormones going? And why is your body getting rid of them in the first place? It's like trying to fill a bucket that has a big hole in it. You can pour water on it all day, but until you fix the hole, the bucket will never stay full. Now you might be wondering if this is really happening to everyone. Why do some women seem to breeze through perimenopause while I am completely falling apart? And that is an excellent question. And the answer is going to make you understand exactly why you're suffering so much more than your friends. This biological theft doesn't hit every woman equally. There's a very specific type of woman who gets absolutely devastated by this process, and I'm willing to bet you fit perfectly into this profile. You're a high achiever, you're a woman everyone comes to when something needs to get done. You are a perfectionist who takes on more because you know you can handle it properly. You are the one that manages everything, your own responsibilities, and everybody else as well. Your greatest strength, your ability to handle whatever life throws at you, has become your body's greatest weakness. Because every time you take one more responsibility, your body sees it as a threat and steal more of your hormones to help you survive it. The more successful you are at handling stress, the more your body punishes you for it. It's the cruelest thing of all. The very quality that makes you amazing at life are the same qualities that are destroying your health from the inside out. Over the next 50 minutes, I am going to show you exactly how to stop this biological theft and reclaim your body, and the transformations you are going to see will absolutely amaze you. I am talking about women who now feel better in their 40s and 50s than they did in their 20s and 30s. Women who have more energy, more clear thinking, and better health than they had decades ago. Like Dr. Kathy, yes, a medical doctor who came to me suffering from painful periods, crushing fatigue, and digestive issues that were affecting her ability to work. After we stopped the hormonal theft, she sent me a text saying, "Thank you for finally addressing my health issues. I feel like myself again." Or Cindy, who at 60 years old was dealing with severe hot flashes, insomnia, chronic fatigue, and digestive pain. She thought it was too late for her. But after we implemented my method, she told me, "I feel like a new person. At 60, I still have so much to live for, and all my friends keep asking me what I did." These are not isolated cases. This is what happens when you finally stop the theft instead of just trying to replace what's missing. This is not about learning to manage your symptoms better or accepting that feeling terrible is just part of getting older. This is about completely eliminating the root cause so you can feel amazing again, possibly better than you ever have in your entire life. Before we go any further, I need you to do something really important for me. Turn off any distractions you have right now, close your email, put your phone on silent, and give me complete attention for the next 45 minutes. What I'm about to share with you could literally be the most important health information you have ever heard. I am not exaggerating when I say this could change the entire trajectory of your health and your life, but only if you're really listening, only if you're fully present and engaged with what I'm teaching you. I have seen too many women miss life changing information because they were multitasking or only half listening. Don't let that be you. Your future self, the woman who feels amazing, has incredible energy, and loves her life again, is depending on you paying attention right now. So please, eliminate the distractions and be fully here with me. Second thing I need you to do is to grab a pen and paper or open a notes app on your phone because you're going to want to write some of this down. This isn't just another health webinar you listen to passively. This is education that could literally save your health and transform your life. I am going to be sharing specific concepts, terminology, and insights that you have probably never heard before. Things like the pregnenolone steal, hidden cellular stressors, and the exact process sabotaging your health. You're going to want to remember these things. You might want to research them further. You might want to share them with your doctor or discuss them with your family. But more importantly, when you start feeling better and you will want to remember exactly what made the difference. The women who get the best results are the ones who take this seriously and actively participate in their own transformation. Your health is worth 45 minutes of focused attention and a few pages of notes. Third, and this is really important, I need you to stay with me until the very end of this presentation. I know you have a million things pulling your attention, but please don't leave early because the most powerful, life-changing information is coming in the final sections. Everything I'm sharing in the beginning sets the foundation for the solution I am going to share later. If you leave early, you will understand the problem, but miss the solution. You will know what's wrong, but don't know how to fix it. And that will be tragic because the fix is actually simpler than you think. I have seen women leave the webinar early, then email me later, desperate to know what they miss. Don't let that be you. Your transformation, feeling like yourself again, having energy that lasts all day, sleeping through the night, thinking clearly, all of that depends on you hearing the complete picture. So please Commit to staying with me for the full presentation. Make this time sacred. Your future health is worth 45 minutes of your undivided attention. One more thing before we dive in. What you are about to learn today is not common knowledge. This isn't information you can find in mainstream medical resources or typical health websites. The biological process I am going to reveal to you, the pregnenolone steal, isn't taught in medical schools. Most doctors have never even heard of it, which is why they haven't been able to help you. This is cutting edge functional medicine that I have spent years researching and developing. It's the results of tens of thousands of dollars in advanced training and working with hundreds of women just like you. So please, I ask that you don't share this presentation widely or post it on social media. This information gives you a significant advantage in understanding and healing your body. And I want you to keep it available for women who are serious about their health. If you have friends or family members who are struggling with similar issues, by all means, send them the website to register for their own presentation. But please respect the exclusive nature of what you're learning today. This isn't just another generic talk. This is specialized knowledge that could be the key to getting your life back. Now, before we go any deeper, I want to make sure you're in the right place because what I'm about to share is not for everyone. And I'd rather be completely honest with you up front. This presentation is for you if you have been to multiple doctors, tried countless of treatments and supplements, and you're still not feeling like yourself. You have spent the money, the time, you have followed protocols, and you are frustrated because nothing has given you lasting results. This is for you if you're tired of being told that your labs look normal when you know something is definitely not normal. You're tired of being dismissed, having your symptoms minimized, or being handed another prescription that doesn't address what is actually happening inside of you. This is for women who are ready to invest in real, comprehensive solutions, not another quick fix or magical pill. You understand that true healing takes commitment and you're willing to do what it takes to get your life back. And most importantly, this is for you if you absolutely refuse to accept that feeling exhausted, foggy, and unlike yourself is part of getting older. You know that there has to be a better way, and you're determined to find it. If that sounds like you, then you are exactly the type of woman I can help. But let me be equally clear about who this is not for, because I'd rather save us both some time. This is not for you if you're looking for a quick fix or hoping I'm going to give you some magical pill that will solve your issues overnight. What I'm sharing today is about real, lasting transformation, and that requires commitment and investment. This is not for women who are not ready to take their health seriously. I'm talking about women who understand that their health is the most valuable asset and are willing to invest in it accordingly. This is definitely not for people who want to keep doing the same things they have always done while somehow expecting different results. If you're not open to a completely different approach that what you have tried before, then this is not for you. And this is absolutely not for anyone who's just hoping their problems will magically disappear on their own. They won't. In fact, based on what I'm going to show you today, they're going to get progressively worse if you don't address the root cause. If any of that describes you, I encourage you to click off this presentation right now and save yourself some time. There's no judgment here. We're just not a good fit. If you're still here after everything I just said, then you're exactly my kind of people. You're serious about finding real solutions to your health problems. You are not just browsing around looking for free tips or hoping someone will hand you an easy answer. You understand that getting your health back is going to require more than watching a few videos or taking a couple of supplements you saw advertised on social media. You understand that quality healthcare, the kind that actually gets results, requires investment. Just like you wouldn't expect to get excellent legal advice for free or hire a top tier business consultant for the price of a cup of coffee, you know that transforming your health is going to require working with someone who has the expertise and experience to actually help you. You're ready to do something completely different because what you have been trying clearly is not working. You're open to new information, new approaches, and new ways of thinking about your health. And most importantly, you are the type of woman who actually gets results when given the right information and guidance. You don't just learn, you implement, you don't just listen, you take action. That's exactly the type of woman I love working with. And that's exactly the type of woman who gets incredible transformations with what I'm about to share. So let's dive in and talk about what's really happening inside your body. Before we get into the science of what's happening in your body, I want you to hear something that maybe no doctor has ever said to you. You deserve better than just deal with it. You have probably been told that your symptoms are normal for your age, or just part of perimenopause, or something you will have to learn to live with. That's not just wrong, it's insulting. You deserve to feel amazing. You deserve to wake up with energy that lasts all day. You deserve to think clearly, sleep deeply, and feel like yourself again. You deserve to love your life, not just survive it. Your body is capable of incredible healing when it's given the right support and the right information. What you're experiencing right now, the fatigue, the brain fog, the weight gain, the mood swings, none of that is inevitable. None of that is permanent. And none of that is something you just have to accept. What you're experiencing is fixable, completely fixable. And I'm going to prove to you over the next 40 minutes. You didn't work this hard in life, overcome this much, and achieve everything you have achieved just to spend the next 20 to 30 years feeling terrible. That's not your destiny. That is not your future. Your future is feeling better than you have in years, and it starts with understanding what's really happening inside of your body. Let me show you exactly what's happening inside your body right now with a simple visual that will make everything crystal clear. Picture these two jars sitting side by side. The first jar contains progesterone, and this is the hormone that helps you feel calm, sleep deeply, stay emotionally balanced, and feel like yourself again. This is your feel good jar. The second jar contains cortisol, your body's main stress hormone designed to help you survive life or death emergencies. This is your survival jar. Now, here's what's happening inside your body every single day. Every time you experience stress, whether it's at work, deadline, a family drama, lack of sleep, or even something that is as simple as skipping a meal, your body is going to start to panic and start pouring from the progesterone jar into the cortisol jar. Your body is literally stealing your calm, your sleep, your emotional balance, your self well being to create more stress hormone. It does this because your body's always chooses survival over happiness. The problem is your body can't tell the difference between a lion that is chasing you or stress from an email from your boss. To your body, stress is stress, and it responds the same way every single time. by stealing from your feel good jar to fill up your survival jar. And after years of this happening, your progesterone jar is nearly empty, right? Because it keeps pouring to your cortisol jar. The cortisol jar starts overflowing, and that's why you feel the way you do. What I just described to you has a name in functional medicine, and it's called the pregnenolone steal. And once you understand this, everything about your symptoms will finally start to make sense. Pregnenolone is what we call the mother hormone, the raw material your body uses to make your other hormones, your progesterone, your estrogen, your testosterone, your DHEA. Think of it as the factory that produces everything you need to feel good. But here's the problem. When you are on chronic stress, and let's be honest, who is not on chronic stress, right? We are under a lot of stress. Your body hijacks that entire factory and force it to make cortisol instead. It's like having a factory that is supposed to make cars, furniture, and appliances, but because there's an emergency, the factory gets commander to make nothing but weapons. Everything else stop getting produced. So while your cortisol levels are through the roof, everything else, your progesterone, your estrogen, your testosterone, your DHEA starts to plummet. You become hormonally bankrupt while your stress hormones are overflowing. This is why you can take all the progesterone cream in the world, all the bioidentical hormones, and all the supplements, and still feel terrible because as fast as you're putting the hormones in, your body is stealing them to make more cortisol. You are trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom, and no one has bothered to fix it. Now, here's the part that's going to make you understand exactly why you're suffering so much more than any other woman your age. Your success, all those achievements you're proud of, all those crises you have handled, risen to the occasion, has literally trained your body to live in a constant emergency mode. Every time you push through when you're exhausted, every time you handle one more responsibility, every time you solve one more problem, your body has interpreted that as a life-threatening emergency and stolen more hormones to help you survive it. The qualities that make you successful, your drive, your perfectionism, your ability to handle stress, are the exact same qualities that are destroying your health from the inside out. You're being punished by your own biology for being good at life, and it's the cruelest irony imaginable. While other women might experience stress occasionally, you have been living in a state of chronic low level emergency for years and even decades. Your body thinks you're constantly being chased by predators, so it keeps stealing your hormones to keep you alive. But instead of keeping you alive and thriving, it's slowly killing you. You're surviving, but you're not living. You're functioning, but you are not flourishing. And the more successful you become, the more your body steals from you. It's like being taxed for your own achievement, except the tax is paid with your health, your energy, and your quality of life. Now, here's where things get absolutely brutal. And this explains why perimenopause is hitting you like a train, while some of your friends seem to breeze through it. During perimenopause, your ovaries naturally start producing less hormones. That's completely normal. It happens to every woman. But for women like you, something catastrophic is happening at the same time. You are not just dealing with natural hormone decline, you are dealing with a natural hormone decline plus the pregnenolone steal happening at the same time. It's like being robbed while your house is already on fire. You're losing hormones from the natural aging process, and you're having whatever hormones you'd produce stolen to make more stress hormones instead. So, while other women might experience a gradual, more manageable decline in their hormone levels, you are experiencing a complete hormonal collapse. Your body is being hit from both sides. This is why you feel so much worse than your friends who are the same age. This is why hormone replacement therapy hasn't worked for you when it seems to work for other women. This is why you feel like you're falling apart while they're doing just fine. You're not broken. You're not weak. You are not imagining things. You're dealing with a perfect storm that most women and most doctors don't even know it exists. But once you understand what's really happening to you, you can finally do something about it. Let me tell you about the moment I realized I had to figure this out because I was living proof that even having medical training and access to the best healthcare doesn't matter if you're looking in the wrong place. 11 years ago, I was 34 years old and my life was falling apart every single night. I will wake up at 3 in the morning, absolutely drenched in sweat. I'm talking about having to change my clothes, changing the sheets, sometimes even changing my mattress pad. And then I couldn't get back to sleep. So I'll be exhausted the next day. But that was not just the beginning. I had crushing fatigue, the kind that makes simple things like making dinner and folding the clothes very overwhelming. My hair was falling in chunks. My libido completely disappeared, which was devastating for my marriage. My digestion was such a mess that I looked pregnant from the bloating most of the days. And here's the thing, I am a board certified pharmacist. I had access to the best doctors, the best testing, the best treatments money could buy. I tried everything: expensive supplements, dietary changes, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, yoga, you name it, I tried. Nothing worked. In fact, some things made me feel worse. When I went to my doctor, a highly respected physician, he said, "Well, that's just part of aging. You need to learn to deal with it." And I'm like, "What? I am just 34 years old." And I knew something was seriously wrong with that picture. I made a decision that most doctors will never make, and most patients never have the courage to make. I refused to accept that feeling miserable was just my new reality. I refused to believe that a woman in her 30s should have to learn to deal with feeling like her body was falling apart. I made the commitment to find the real answer, no matter what it took, no matter how much time I have to invest, no matter how much money I have to spend, no matter how much experts I had to consult. If medical school didn't teach the solution, and clearly it didn't because none of my medical training was helping me, then I was going to find it elsewhere. This became my obsession. I had to figure it out what was really wrong with me because I knew in my gut that just part of aging was not an acceptable answer. I was a successful pharmacist with a good life, but I couldn't enjoy any of it because I felt terrible all the time. I was missing out on my own life and I wasn't going to accept that. So I made the decision that will consume the next several years of my life and tens of thousands of dollars of my own money. I was going to become my own detective, my own researcher, and my own guinea pig until I figured this out. And that decision didn't just save my life, it now saved the lives of hundreds of other women too. And then I found it, the breakthrough that changed everything. I discovered the pregnenolone steal, and suddenly everything made perfect sense. Every symptom I was experiencing, every treatment that had failed, every test result that didn't add up, it all finally made sense. The problem wasn't that my hormones were declining naturally. The problem was that they were being actively stolen by my own body to make stress hormones instead. My body was literally robbing my feel good hormones to fuel the survival hormones. And it was happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without me having any idea of what was going on. This wasn't taught in pharmacy school. This wasn't taught in any of the medical textbook I study. This wasn't something any of my doctors had ever mentioned to me, but it explained everything. It explained why supplements didn't help because my body was using the nutrients to make more stress hormones instead of the things I actually needed. It explained why I felt worse despite doing everything right because my body was actively working against me. This discovery changed everything. I thought I knew about women's health, about perimenopause, about why some women suffer while others don't. And more importantly, it gave me the roadmap to finally fix what was wrong. Once I understood what was really happening, I became my own first patient and guinea pig. I started addressing all the hidden stressors that were feeding the pregnenolone steal. I identified the toxins that were overwhelming my system. I found and treated hidden infections that were keeping my body in a constant stress mode. I corrected nutrition deficiencies that were forcing my body to operate in survival mode. Most importantly, I learned how to stop the hormonal theft and give my body what it actually needed to restore its natural hormone production. I didn't just throw more hormones at the problems. I didn't just take more supplements. I systematically addressed every factor that was causing my body to steal my hormones in the first place. The transformation was incredible. Within months, I felt better than I had in years. The night sweats stopped completely. My energy came back, not just a little bit, but dramatically. My brain felt clear and I could think clearly again. My hair stopped falling out. I started growing back thicker hair than before. My digestion healed. My mood stabilized. My libido returned. I started sleeping through the night for the first time in years. But here's what was really amazing. I didn't just feel like my old self again. I felt better than I ever had. I had more energy in my 40s than I had in my 20s and 30s. I realized that I hadn't just solved my immediate problem, I had discovered something that could help thousands of other women who were suffering the same way I had been. Now I want to introduce you to the Ruteki method, the comprehensive system I developed to stop the pregnenolone steal and restore your body's natural hormone production. This is not just another symptom management program. This is about completely eliminating the root cause of your suffering so you can feel amazing. The Ruteki method is the only systematic approach that specifically targets the pregnenolone steal, while other programs focus only on replacing hormones or managing individual symptoms. My method stops the theft that's causing all your problems in the first place. This is a step by step approach that works when everything else has failed. It's designed specifically for women like you, high achiever women who refuse to accept that feeling miserable is just part of getting older. Women who have tried everything, spent thousands of dollars, seen multiple doctors, and are still suffering. Women who are ready for a real solution, not another band aid. The Ruteki method addresses every single factor that contributes to the pregnenolone steal, the hidden stressors, the toxic burden, the nutritional deficiencies, the infections, the adrenal dysfunction, everything. And it does it in a specific order that allows your body to heal systematically and sustainably. So you don't have to feel better just temporarily. You feel better permanently. The Ruteki method works through three distinct phases, and each phase is crucial for your complete transformation. In phase one, we identify the theft. This is where we use advanced testing that goes way beyond what your regular doctor runs to see exactly how the pregnenolone still is affecting your body. We test your cortisol patterns throughout the day. We look at your toxic burden. We assess your gut health, and we examine your complete hormone picture. Phase two is to stop the steal. This is where we systematically eliminate all of the hidden stressors that are feeding the pregnenolone steal. We address the toxin overload. We eradicate hidden infections. We fix nutrient deficiencies, regulate your stress response so your body stops thinking it's in constant danger. On phase three is restore and protect. Once we have stopped the theft, we can finally rebuild your body natural hormone production. We give your body the specific nutrients and support it needs to start making hormones properly again. And we put protective measures in place so this doesn't happen again. Each phase builds on the previous one. You can't skip steps or do them out of order. You have to stop the theft before you can restore production. You have to identify what's causing the problem before you can eliminate it. This systematic approach is why the Ruteki method works when everything else has failed. We're not guessing. We're not throwing random treatments at symptoms. We're following a proven roadmap to complete healing. Now you might be wondering, why does the Ruteki method work when everything else I have tried has failed? The answer is simple but profound. We address the root cause, not just the symptoms. Every other approach you have tried has been focusing on replacing what's missing or managing what's wrong. Hormone replacement therapy tries to replace missing hormones. Supplements try to replace missing nutrients. Medications tries to manage symptoms, but none of them stop the pregnenolone steal that's causing the problems in the first place. The Ruteki method stops the theft. We work with your body natural healing ability, not against it. Your body wants to make hormones properly. Your body wants to feel good. Your body wants to function optimally. We just remove the obstacles that has been preventing it from doing what it's designed to do. We fix the foundation so everything else can work properly. Once we stop the pregnenolone steal, hormone replacement therapy works better, supplements work better, your diet works better, your exercise works better because we have addressed the underlying process. This is why women who have tried everything finally get results with the Ruteki method because this is the first time they have actually addressed what's really going on instead of just treating the symptoms. The Ruteki method isn't based on theory or guesswork. It's based on cutting-edge research in functional medicine and hormone biochemistry that most doctors never learn about. The science behind this approach focuses on what's called HPA axis dysfunction. That's the communication pathway between your hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and adrenals. When this system gets dysregulated from chronic stress, it triggers the pregnenolone steal. We use specific interventions that have been proven to restore proper cortisol rhythms and retrain your stress response patterns. We are literally rewiring your body's stress response so it stops overreacting to everyday situations. The research shows that when you address the root causes of HPA axis dysfunction, the toxins, infections, nutrient deficiencies, and chronic stressors, the body naturally restores healthy hormone production. But most importantly, this approach is supported by hundreds of successful case studies over the past 10 years. Real women with real results. Women who were told their problems were incurable or just part of aging, who are now thriving. The science is solid, but the proof is in the results, and the result speaks for themselves. This isn't experimental. This isn't unproven. This is a systematic approach that has worked for hundreds of women, and it can work for you too. Now, you're probably wondering, how long does this take? When will I start feeling better? Here's what you can realistically expect with the Ruteki method. Most women start feeling improvement within the first weeks. This might be sleeping better, having more stable energy, or noticing that their brain fog is starting to lift. These early improvements happen because we start addressing some of the hidden stressors right away. Significant changes typically happen within 2 to 3 months. This is when women tell me they feel like themselves again, their energy is back, their mood stable, their thinking is clear. This is when the pregnenolone steal has been significantly reduced and your body starting to produce hormones properly again. Complete transformation usually takes 4 to 6 months. This is when everything comes together: optimal sleep, great energy, stable mood, healthy weight, clear thinking, and that sense of vitality and joy that you thought was gone forever. But here's what's really important: the results are lasting because we fix the root cause. This isn't a temporary improvement that disappears when you stop the program. Once we stop the pregnenolone steal and restore your body's natural hormone production, it stays fixed. Many of my clients tell me they feel better years later than they did when they first started working with me because their bodies continue to heal and optimize over time. This isn't about managing symptoms for the rest of your life. This is about actually solving the problem so you can feel amazing permanently. But I want you to understand that the Ruteki method isn't just about eliminating your symptoms and getting back to feeling normal. This is about optimization. This is about feeling better than you ever thought possible. Women who complete this program don't just report that their fatigue is gone, they report having more energy than they had in decades, not just enough energy to get through the day, but energy to pursue projects and fully engage with life. They don't just report that their brain fog has cleared, they report thinking more clearly and creatively than they have in years. They're making better decisions, solving problems more effectively, and performing at a higher level at work. They don't just report that their mood swings have stopped. They report feeling more emotionally balanced, more patient with their families, and more present in their relationships than they have ever been. Many of my clients tell me they feel better in their 40s and 50s than they did in their 20s and 30s. They have more energy, better health, clear thinking, and a deeper appreciation for life. This is what happens when you don't just manage symptoms, but actually optimize your body function. This is what happens when you stop the pregnenolone steal and you give your body everything it needs to thrive. You are not just getting your old life back, you're getting a better life than you had ever had before. Now I want to show you real results from real women who have gone through the Ruteki method because I know you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. This is what consistently happens when you stop the pregnenolone steal and address the root cause of your symptoms. These women were told by multiple doctors just to deal with it or that their problems were just part of aging. Women who have tried everything and were starting to lose hope. Women just like you who refused to accept that feeling terrible was their new normal. These transformations that seem impossible became reality when they finally addressed what was really wrong instead of just treating the symptoms. I want to show you what's possible for you when you stop fighting the wrong battle and start addressing the pregnenolone steal. These stories are not meant to impress you, they're meant to show you what your life could look like when you finally get to the root cause of what's been stealing your health and your happiness. Let me introduce you to Dr. Kathy because her story proves that even medical professionals can't solve their problems with conventional approaches. Dr. Kathy is a medical doctor who came to me suffering from painful periods that were getting worse every month, crushing fatigue that was affecting her ability to work effectively, and digestive issues that made her miserable every day. Now, you might think that being a medical doctor should be able to figure out her own health problems, right? She had access to every test, every treatment, every specialist available. But despite all her medical training, the resources, she couldn't figure it out what was wrong with her. She ran every test that she could think of. Her traditional lab work all looked completely normal, but she felt anything but normal. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I said that conventional medicine completely misses the pregnenolone steal. Even doctors with years of training can identify it because they're not taught to look for hormonal theft. They're only taught to replace what's missing. Dr. Kathy was frustrated, exhausted, and starting to wonder if this was just her new reality. She was a successful physician who couldn't heal herself, and that was devastating for her, both personally and professionally. That's when she decided to try a completely different approach and work with me. Now, let me tell you about Cindy, because her story proves that it's never too late to stop the pregnenolone steal and transform your health. Cindy was 60 years old when she came to me, and she was absolutely miserable. She was dealing with severe hot flashes that would hit her multiple times through the day, leaving her drenched and embarrassed. She had insomnia so bad that she was maybe getting 3 to 4 hours of broken sleep per night. She lay awake for hours, then finally fall asleep only to wake up exhausted. Her digestive system was a disaster. She was bloated constantly, had unpredictable bowel movement, and was afraid to eat in social situations because she never knew how her body would react. The chronic fatigue was so severe that she could barely make it through basic daily activities. Simple things like grocery shopping or cleaning the house left her completely drained. But what was really breaking her heart were the mood changes. She told me she didn't recognize herself anymore. She was snapping at her partner, feeling anxious and depressed, and withdrawing from friends and activities she used to love. At 60, Cindy had pretty much resigned herself to the fact that this was just how aging felt. She thought that it was too late, that this was simply what happened to women her age. She had visited multiple specialists, tried different type of supplements and different diets, but nothing had made a significant difference for her. When we did Cindy's comprehensive testing, we discovered that the pregnenolone steal had been happening aggressively for years, probably decades. Her cortisol patterns were completely disrupted. Her toxic burden was significant. Her body was stealing virtually every hormone it made to fuel the stress response. At 60, Cindy's hormone factory had been hijacked so completely that it had almost forgotten how to make hormones she actually needed to feel good. But once we could see exactly what was happening, we knew how to fix it. We implemented all three phases of the Ruteki method systematically. We stopped the pregnenolone steal by eliminating every single hidden stressor we had identified. We addressed her toxic burden, eradicating gut infections, and correct nutrient deficiencies. Then we used bioidentical hormones, but only after we stopped the theft so they could actually work. The results were incredible. Her hot flashes completely disappeared. She started sleeping through the night. Her energy came back dramatically. Her digestion healed completely, and her mood stabilized. Here's what she told me: I feel like a new person. At 60, I still have so much to live for, and all my friends keep asking me what I did. That's the power of stopping the steal instead of just trying to replace what's missing. Age doesn't matter when you address the root cause. Now, let me tell you about Mayra. because her story shows how the pregnenolone still can create multiple, seemingly unrelated symptoms. Mayra came to me with stubborn weight gain, crushing fatigue, painful periods, recurrent UTIs, constant bloating, and chronic constipation. She felt completely trapped and hopeless about her health. When we did Mayra's comprehensive testing, we discovered that all of her seemingly separate symptoms were actually connected to one underlying process, a massive pregnenolone steal affecting every system in her body. We found significant hidden infections in her gut, substantial toxic load, and severe nutrient deficiencies. Mayra's body was in complete survival mode, stealing every hormone it could make to fight against infections, toxins, and nutritional deficiencies. When we implemented the Ruteki method and addressed the pregnenolone steal systematically through all three phases, something amazing happened. Every single symptom starting to disappear. The weight came off naturally, her energy returned, her periods became normal and pain-free, the UTIs stopped, the bloating and constipation resolved completely. Mayra told me, I finally have my life back. I had no idea how much of my life I was missing because I felt so terrible all the time. Today, Mayra is completely symptom free with steady energy that allows her to excel in her demanding career and be fully present with her family. This is what happens when you stop treating individual symptoms and start addressing the root cause that's creating all of them. Now I know what some of you are thinking right now. This sounds great, but I already tried everything. How is this any different? And I get it, I really do. You have probably spent thousands of dollars on countless hours trying different approaches. You have been disappointed so many times that you're skeptical about anything new. Well, here's the truth. You have never tried stopping the pregnenolone steal because no one has ever told you it exists. Every treatment you have tried has been focused on replacing what's missing or managing symptoms. Hormone replacement therapy to replace missing hormones, supplements to replace nutrients that are missing, medications to manage symptoms. But none of them address the underlying thing. What's causing the problem in the first place? The Ruteki method is fundamentally different because it's the only approach that identifies and stops the pregnenolone steal. Instead of trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it, we fix the hole first. This isn't about trying another supplement or another hormone. This isn't about managing your symptoms better or learning to cope. This is about stopping the biological process that's creating all your symptoms in the first place. When you address the root cause, when you stop the body from stealing your hormone, everything else becomes possible. Your body can finally heal because it's not fighting itself anymore. That's why women who have tried everything finally get results with this approach because this is the first time they have actually addressed what's really wrong. I also hear women say, this sounds great, but I don't have time for another program. My life is already overwhelming. And I totally understand that. You're already juggling so much, and the last thing you need is something else demanding time and energy. But here's what I want you to consider. You don't have time not to address this. How much time are you already losing feeling exhausted? How many hours are you spending in that afternoon brain fog where you can think clearly or be productive? How much of your life is being stolen by symptoms that make you feel like you're just surviving instead of thriving? The Ruteki method isn't about adding more to your already full plate. It's about getting your life back so you can actually enjoy everything that's on your plate. This is designed specifically for busy women who value efficiency and results. Instead of running from doctor to doctor, trying supplement after supplement, program after program. You get one comprehensive approach that addresses everything at once. Instead of spending years trying to manage symptoms that keep getting worse, you spend a few months fixing the root cause so you can feel amazing for the rest of your life. Think about it this way: you are already spending time dealing with your health problems, you're already investing energy in trying to feel better. The question is, do you want to keep spinning your wheels with that approach that don't work? Or do you want to invest that same time and energy in something that will actually solve the problem? Because once you stop the pregnenolone steal, you get your time back, your energy back, and your life. Another concern I hear, especially from women in their 50s and 60s, is too late. Have I waited too long? And I want to be very clear about this. It is never too late to stop the pregnenolone steal and restore your body's natural hormone production. Cellular repair and hormone restoration work at any age. Your body's ability to heal doesn't have an expiration date. Remember Cindy? She was 60 when we started the Ruteki method, and she achieved a complete transformation. She went from feeling like her life was over to feeling like she had decades of vibrant living ahead of her. I work with women in their 60s who now feel better than they did in their 40s. Your body wants to heal. Your body wants to produce hormones properly. Your body wants to feel good. It will respond when given the right support, regardless of your age. The damage from pregnenolone steal is not permanent. The longer it's been happening, the more comprehensive the approach needs to be, but it's absolutely reversible. Yes, the sooner you start, the better. Every day you wait is another day of hormones being stolen and systems breaking down further. But it's never too late to begin. The question isn't whether you're too old. The question is, do you want to spend the next 20, 30, 40 years feeling the way you feel right now? Or do you want to spend them feeling amazing? Because that choice is entirely up to you. I understand if you're thinking, this sounds amazing for other women, but will it really work for me? What if I'm different? What if my situation is more complicated? Here's what I want you to understand: the pregnenolone steal is a universal biological process. It's not something that happens to some women and not others. It's how the human body responds to chronic stress. If you have the symptoms we have been talking about, the fatigue, the brain fog, the weight gain, the mood swing, the sleep problems, then you have the pregnenolone steal. And the pregnenolone steal is fixable. It doesn't matter if you're 35 or 65. It doesn't matter if you have been suffering for 2 years or 20 years. It doesn't matter if you have one primary symptom or a dozen different issues. The root cause is the same, and the solution is the same. I have worked with hundreds of women who had your exact symptom, your exact frustrations, your exact fears about whether anything will ever work for them. Dr. Kathy thought her situation was hopeless because even her medical training couldn't help her. Cindy thought she was too old. Mayra thought she was just broken. They all got incredible results because we addressed the pregnenolone steal that was causing their problems. The science is solid. The method is proven. The results speak for themselves. Your body follows the same biological laws as every other woman's body. When we stop the theft and give your body what it needs to heal, it will heal. The question is not whether this will work for you. The question is whether you are ready to finally address what's really wrong. Another question I get is, if this is so effective, why haven't I heard of this before? Why hasn't my doctor told me about it? That's a really valid question, and the answer reveals a lot about how our medical system works. The pregnenolone steal simply isn't taught in medical school. Medical education focusing on diagnosing diseases and prescribing treatment not on understanding the complex interactions between stress, hormones, and cellular function. Most doctors only learn to give hormone contraceptives, to put a patch on the symptoms. They're never taught about hormone theft, prevention, how to stop the body from stealing hormones. In the first place, this is cutting edge functional medicine that is still ahead of mainstream medical practice. It takes years, sometimes decades, for breakthrough discoveries to make their way from research into standard medical education. Think about it. How long did it take for the medical establishment to accept that stress affects physical health, that gut health impacts immunity, or that nutrition plays a role in chronic disease? The information I'm sharing with you today is based on research that exists right now, but it hasn't filtered down to most practicing physicians yet. You are getting access to breakthrough information before it becomes common knowledge. You're learning about solutions that are available now, not waiting 10, 20 years for them to become standard practice. That's actually an advantage for you. You don't have to wait for the medical establishment to catch up. You can benefit from this knowledge right now. Now you're probably wondering, this all makes sense and I can see how it will work. How do I get started? I have created something specifically for women who are ready to finally understand what's really happening in their bodies and get a clear plan. It's called the Ruteki method analysis, and it's designed to be your first step towards stopping the pregnenolone steal and reclaiming your health. This is not just another consultation where someone asks you a few questions and give you a generic advice. This is a comprehensive assessment that dives deep into your unique situation to identify exactly what's causing the hormonal theft. You will get a one-on-one consultation where we review everything together and create a personalized roadmap for your transformation. Plus, I am including exclusive bonuses that will help you start feeling better immediately while you are deciding on your next steps. Let me walk through exactly what you're getting because this is unlike anything that you have experienced before. First, you're getting the Ruteki method hormone assessment, a comprehensive evaluation that's completely different from anything your doctor has ever done. This personalized assessment dives deep into your complete medical history, your symptoms, your lifestyle, and all the factors that could be contributing to the pregnenolone steal in your body. We're going to uncover the real reason behind your perimenopausal symptoms. This assessment evaluates your adrenal function to see how the stress response is affecting your hormone production. We look at your gut health because that's where so many hidden infections and inflammation issues hide. We dive into toxins as endocrine disruptors affect hormone levels and can make you gain more weight. We examine your sex hormone patterns to understand exactly how the pregnenolone steal is affecting your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. This is where you finally get real answers instead of being told everything looks normal when you know it's not. You will understand why you're exhausted even after a full night's sleep, why your libido has disappeared, why your periods are unpredictable, why you feel like you're losing yourself. For the first time, your symptoms will make complete sense and you will have a clear picture of what needs to be fixed. This comprehensive assessment alone is valued at $399, and it's the foundation for everything else we will do together. Next, you're getting a private one-on-one health review where we go through your full assessment results together in detail. This is not a rushed 15-minute consult or a scripted checklist. It's a meaningful conversation where we explore your unique health history, connect the dots, and uncover what's really driving your symptoms. We will identify what's causing the pregnenolone steal, which hidden stressors are contributing to it, and what must be prioritized to stop the cycle. For many people, this is the first time they ever felt seen and heard in their health journey. You will finally understand why nothing you have tried has worked, and more importantly, what actually will. By the end of this session, you will walk away with clarity, confidence, and a recommended path forward that's built around you. No more guesswork, no more throwing things at the wall, hoping something will stick. You will know exactly what's wrong, what needs to change, and how begin fixing it. This one-on-one session is normally valued at $597, but is included as part of your Ruteki method analysis. As exclusive bonuses, I'm also including my 30-day energy and gut reboot course, plus my collection of 100 recipes. And this alone could transform the way that you feel. The reboot course is a simple yet powerful roadmap to restore your gut health and boost your energy naturally, without restrictive diets or overwhelming steps that don't fit into your busy life. Remember how gut infections and inflammation are major hidden stressors that pregnenolone still. This course addresses those issues directly. The recipe collection includes over 100 carefully curated recipes that are specifically designed to support hormone balance and gut healing. Every single recipe reduces inflammation, supports your adrenals, and provides the nutrients your body needs to stop the pregnenolone steal. These are not just randomly healthy recipes. Every meal is working toward your transformation, and they're easy to follow that fit into your busy lifestyle. These are not just random healthy recipes. Every meal is working towards your transformation, and they're easy to follow recipes that fit into your busy lifestyle. Many women start feeling improvement in their energy and digestion within the first week of implementing these strategies. This gives you something you can start doing to begin stopping the pregnenolone steal, even while you're planning your complete transformation. The reboot course is normally $395, and the recipe collection is $157. But both are yours free as part of the Ruteki method analysis. Let me break down the total value of everything you are getting with the Ruteki method analysis. The comprehensive hormone health assessment that identifies exactly what's causing your pregnenolone steal, that's a $399 value. The personalized one-on-one health analysis that addresses your symptoms at the root, that's valued at $597. The exclusive 30-day energy and gut health reboot course that helps you start feeling better immediately, that's a $395 value. And the collection of over 100 healing recipes specifically designed to support your hormones and gut health, that's valued at $157. The total value of everything you're getting is $1,548. Now, if you were to try to get this level of personalized assessment and consultation elsewhere, you easily pay much more. Most functional medicine doctors charge $500 to $800 just for an initial consultation, and that is without any of the comprehensive assessment or bonus materials. But I'm not going to charge you anywhere near that amount today, because my goal is to identify the women who are truly ready to take action and transform their health. I want to work with women who are getting serious about results, not just collecting more information. This special pricing allows me to find the women who are committed to their transformation while still reflecting the true value of what you are receiving. It's an investment that serious women can make confidently, knowing they are getting exceptional value and life-changing results. Your investment for everything I just described, the complete assessment, the personalized consultation, the reboot course, and the recipe collection is just $37. That is less than what most people spend on a nice dinner out. less than a single doctor's visit copay, less than a month worth of supplements that are not working. For $37, you get 1,548 worth of value. And finally, get the answers you have been searching for. There are no hidden fees. There are no upsells during the assessment process. What I have described is exactly what you get for $37. Now, you might be wondering, why are you offering all of this for only $37? What's the catch? Great question. Because there's always a catch, right? And you're absolutely right. There's a catch. The catch is that this is only for women who are serious about their health transformation. The catch is that you have to be ready to invest in real solutions, not just collect more free information. Some of you will want to work with me further after you see your assessment results and understand exactly what needs to be fixed. If you do, I will absolutely be honored to guide you through the complete transformation. And here's the biggest catch. We can only work with a limited number of women at a time because each assessment and consultation receives my personal attention or the attention of one of my specialty trained team members. This is personalized, comprehensive analysis that takes time and expertise to do properly. We prioritize quality over quantity, which means spots are filling up quickly with women who are ready to finally get real answers. So, yes, there's definitely a catch. This is only for serious women who are ready to prioritize their health and take action. If that is you, then you are going to love working with us. I also need to tell you about what happens if you decide to wait or think about these for a few weeks or months. The pregnenolone still is happening in your body right now. As you're listening to me, it's not taking a break while you decide what to do. It's compounding daily. And every day you wait makes it harder to reverse it. Your symptoms are not just going to stay the same, they're going to continue getting worse. The fatigue will get more severe, the brain fog will get thicker, the weight will be harder to lose, the mood swing will become more intense. You will lose more years of your life to a completely solvable problem. I had women come to me and say, I heard about this approach 2 years ago, but I thought I could handle it on my own. Now my symptoms are much worse, and I wish I had started then. Don't let that be you. The window for easy transformation gets smaller with time. The longer the pregnenolone still has been happening, the more comprehensive the approach needs to be to reverse it. If you start now, while you still have some hormone production left, the transformation can happen relatively quickly and easily. If you wait until your hormone factory has been completely hijacked, it takes longer and requires more intense intervention. Time is not on your side with this. Every day you wait is another day of hormones stolen, another day of systems breaking down, and another day of your life being stolen from you. I need to be transparent with you about something important regarding this offer. This special introductory pricing for women who are ready to take action now and finally get the answers about what's happening in their bodies. When I do this level of comprehensive assessment and consultation in my private practice, it costs significantly more than $37. We're talking about multiple hours of personalized analysis and consultation time. I am offering this special pricing for a limited time because I want to make this accessible to as many serious women as possible who are ready to understand the pregnenolone steal and do something about it. But as word spreads about this approach and more women discovers what's really causing their symptoms, the demand is going to increase dramatically. When that happens, I will have to adjust the investment to reflect the true value of what you are receiving and to manage the demand appropriately. If you're watching this presentation, you're getting access to this breakthrough information and this level of personalized assessment at a price that won't be available indefinitely. This isn't about creating a false urgency. This is about the reality of supply and demand. As more women discover this solution, the price will need to reflect the value and manage the volume of requests. If you're ready to finally get answers, now is the time to secure your spot at this special price. I want to be very clear about something. This offer is for serious women only. This is for women who prioritize their health and understand that getting real answers and real solutions require working with someone who has the expertise and experience to actually help you. This is not for bargain hunters or women who are looking for the cheapest possible option. This is not for women who want to try this casually or see what happens without any real commitment to their transformation. This is for women who understand that quality healthcare requires investment. Women who value their health enough to work with a specialist who can identify what other practitioners have missed. If you're someone who's serious about finally understanding what's wrong and getting a real plan to fix it, then you are exactly who this is designed for. But if you're not ready to take your health seriously, if you're not committed to actually implementing solutions, or if you're just looking for more information to add to your collection, then please don't apply. I only want to work with women who are ready to transform their health, not just learn from it. The women who get incredible results are the ones who are serious about their health and ready to do what it takes to feel amazing. Is that you? Right now, you are at a crossroads. You have a choice to make that will determine how you will feel for the rest of your life. Every moment you delay, the pregnenolone still continues happening in your body. Your hormones are being stolen right now to make more stress hormones. Your systems are breaking down further. Your symptoms are getting worse. You have two choices: take action now and finally address what's really wrong, or stay stuck exactly where you are, hoping that somehow things will magically get better on their own. But we both know they won't. This is your opportunity to finally break free from the hormonal theft that's been stealing your energy, your clarity, your joy, and your life. You now understand what's really happening in your body. You know why you feel the way that you do. You know that it's not inevitable, it's not permanent, and it's not something you just have to accept. The question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you going to let this information sit in your head while you continue suffering? Or are you going to take action and finally get the answers and the solutions that you need? Your transformation begins with this single decision: the decision to stop accepting just deal with it as the answer, the decision to finally address the root cause instead of just managing symptoms. Your cellular future, your energy, your clarity, your vitality, your joy starts right now with the choice you make in the next few minutes. Before you make your decision, I want you to imagine something for me. Imagine it's 6 months from now and nothing has changed. You're still waking up exhausted. You're still hitting that wall every afternoon. You're still dealing with brain fog, mood swings, and feeling like a stranger in your own body. How will you feel knowing that you had the opportunity to finally understand what's wrong and get a real solution, but you chose to wait? Think about all the opportunities you will miss in the next 6 months because you don't have the energy or mental clarity to pursue them. Think about how your relationship will continue to suffer because you're irritable and exhausted all the time. Think about your health declining further as the pregnenolone still gets more aggressive. Remember, this doesn't stay the same. It gets worse with time. In 6 months, you could be looking back at this moment as the turning point when everything changed for the better. Or you could be looking back with regret, wishing you had taken action when you had the chance. I have women tell me, I almost worked with you a year ago, but I decided to wait and see if things will get better on their own. Now I'm so much worse, and I wish I had started back then. Don't let regret be your companion when the solution was right in front of you. You have the opportunity right now to finally get answers and start your transformation. The question is, will you take it? This is your moment. You have been searching for answers about why you feel so terrible despite doing everything right. Those answers are right here. You have been hoping for a real solution that addresses the root cause instead of just managing symptoms. This is it. You have been wondering if you will ever feel like yourself again and if you will ever have the energy and joy and vitality again. You can. You deserve to feel amazing. You deserve to wake up with energy that lasts all day. You deserve to think clearly, to sleep deeply, and love your life again. You deserve to be vibrant, energetic, confident woman you were meant to be, not just thrive, not just survive each day hoping you will make it through. The pregnenolone still has stolen enough from you. Don't let it steal this opportunity too. Right now, while this offer is available, while the spots are open, while the pricing is accessible, this is your chance to finally get the answers you have been searching for and the plan you need to transform your health. You have waited long enough. You have suffered long enough. You have accepted just deal with it long enough. It's time to take action. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to finally address what's really wrong so you can feel amazing again. Take action now while this opportunity is available. Your future self will thank you. Here's exactly how to secure your spot for the Ruteki method analysis. Click the link below this video to reserve your spot. You'll be taken to a secure page where you can claim your analysis for just $37. Once you secure your spot, you will immediately receive access to your comprehensive assessment questionnaire. This is where we dive deep into your symptoms, your health history, your lifestyle, and all the factors that could be contributing to your pregnenolone steal. Then you'll be able to schedule your one-on-one consultation at a time that works for your schedule. During this consultation, we'll review your assessment results and create your personalized roadmap for stopping the hormonal theft. You will also get access to your bonus materials, the 30-day energy and gut health reboot course, and the 100 plus recipes so you can start feeling better. This is your opportunity to finally understand what's really happening in your body and get a clear plan to fix it. Don't wait. Don't think about it for weeks. Don't let this opportunity pass you. Click the link below right now and take the first step toward reclaiming your energy, your health, and your life. Your transformation starts today with this single decision. Today is the day you stop accepting just deal with it as an answer. Today is the day you stop trying to manage symptoms and finally address the root cause of what's been stealing your health and your happiness. Today is the day you join hundreds of other women who refuse to accept that feeling terrible what's their new normal. And you decided to do something about it. The energetic, vibrant, confident woman you're meant to be, she's still there. She's just being buried under years of hormonal theft. But she's waiting for you to uncover her again. She's waiting for you to stop the pregnenolone steal so she can emerge stronger, healthier, and more amazing than ever before. You have the power to make that happen. You have the opportunity right now to finally get the answers you need and the plan that will work. All you have to do is click the link below and take that first step. The woman who feels incredible, who has boundless energy, who loves her life again, she's counting on you to make this decision. Don't let her down. Don't let yourself down. Click the link below and begin your transformation today. Thank you for spending this time with me today and for your commitment to understanding what's really happening in your body. You now have knowledge that most women never discover. You understand the pregnenolone still, you know what you have been feeling the way you do, and you know there's a real solution available. The next step is entirely up to you. You can take this information and try to figure it out on your own, or you can get the personalized assessment and guidance that will show you exactly what's happening in your unique situation, how to fix it. If you're ready to finally get answers and start your transformation, I am here to support you every step of the way. If you choose to work with me through the Ruteki method analysis, I promise you will get the most comprehensive assessment of your hormonal health you have ever received, and you will walk away with a clear understanding of what needs to be done. This is your opportunity to finally break free from the hormonal theft that's been stealing your life. Click the link below, secure your spot, and let's begin this journey together. Your amazing, energetic, vibrant future is waiting for you. Thank you, and I look forward to helping you reclaim your health and your life.